It is a Monday, and a beautiful Monday at that. I think it's almost 60 degrees here in New York, which is otherworldly. But by the time we get to the weekend, it'll be in the 30s. But that's all right. We're not worrying about the weekend. We're worrying about right now. And that's what we should all be invested in as far as this moment, knowing that, especially here in the Northeast, or at least in the tri-state area, it is going to be seasonably, maybe not even seasonably, unseasonably mild, considering that it is March 9th and spring is another 11 days away. It's a week from this coming Friday. So I rejoice. I am ecstatic. I got to get out there today, and I will get out there today. I've reinforced myself in my thoughts to do that. Miles, back in the house. What is happening? I know we missed you in the second part of yesterday. I don't know what happened. Maybe you were hanging around, just watching and reading all the comments, but was wondering what was going on with you. So, yeah, it's beautiful out there. Enjoy it. Make the most of it. And I'm ecstatic knowing that we've turned the clocks up. It got dark around 7, what was it, like 7:15, 7:20 last night? I mean, geez. The Novice. Yes, that's a good one there, The Novice. It is NFL legal tampering day. I like that. Yeah, I won't steal that. I could actually, I won't steal that. I'll give you the credit for that. That's a good one. NFL legal tampering day. It is. Because obviously you have the new season coming up on Wednesday. And, you had to do chores, Miles? All right, 6 or 7? I know, the whole 6 or 7. I just said it twice. To me, that's the most silliest thing that whomever came up with that. I mean, geez. It's the world we live in 2026, I tell you. But, yeah, I got a jam-packed podcast at 11 o'clock. I actually know it. Yes, I do, even in my old age. Jam-packed. Couple of headlines. Obviously, Jason Tatum. Axel, good morning to you. What is happening? Thanks for hopping on board as always. I'll have, are the Celtics now favorites to get to a final? I mean, listen, it's 2 games. Not going to get crazy, but a lot of that talk is going to be throughout all the talk shows and the debate shows and everything. But they're going to debate it and regurgitate it in the most preschool Fisher-Price type of way. Got to elevate that. Not just, does Jason Tatum make a difference? Oh, yeah, of course that's going to be the title. But at the same time, yes, he is back. He's played 2 games, Axel. And he almost had a triple-double in the first game. Yesterday had 20 points. And hasn't shot well, but that's all right. He's still getting the cobwebs and shaking off whatever rust. But, yeah, they're 2-0 upon his return. And, yeah. Tua cut Rashard Gary to the Cowboys. Oh, really? Rashard Gary? Oh, he went to the Cowboys. Oh, wow. Fitzpatrick. Wait, Minka Fitzpatrick? Oh, wait a second. I didn't see that. I did not see that. That's a good one there, the Novice. Thanks for that. Let's see. Yeah, I knew about that. I knew about McDuffie. No surprise there. Yeah, Steelers are bringing back Asante Samuel Jr. because he's cheap. Oh, wow, they traded him. Wow. The Dolphins traded Minka for a 7th-round pick from the Chargers. Wow. Listen, I'm not trying to make Minka Fitzpatrick out to be Ed Reed. And he did have very good years in Pittsburgh, including a couple of All-Pro years. But talk about how far have the mighty fallen. Here was a guy that was a number one pick. I'm trying to think how high it was. I don't know, 10th, maybe. But the Dolphins, what was that, 20? Let me see. Wait, the Steelers got him in 2019, so it's 2018? Yeah, let's scroll. Let me read this. Hold on. Wow. Yeah, 11th pick. And the thing is, he fell so far. Who is the Steelers head coach? It is Mike McCarthy, the former Green Bay Packer coach. He is your head coach. Yeah, I'm sitting here a little stunned only because Minka got traded to Pittsburgh that year. Then they traded him back to Miami for Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith. And after a year in Miami, they ship him to the Jets of all teams, which I think it's a very good pickup. But a 7th round pick? And listen, he wasn't worth anything more than, I would say, tops. You would have been lucky if you got a 3rd round pick, probably 4th. But man, yeah, Axel. And Fitzpatrick is really, how old is he? He's got to be like 28. No, he's maybe, 18. He's probably like 28, 29. Yeah, during his 6th season in Pittsburgh, he was named to 5 Pro Bowls and 3 All-Pro teams. I think 2 of those were first team, though. And the second one was probably, the third one was the second team. Wow. Good one there, Donavis. I appreciate that. And then, Rashard Gary, he got cut by, did he get cut by Green Bay? The linebacker? Let me see. No, defensive tackle. Why did I say linebacker? So, wow. So they got him in that. That was also through a trade? Cowboys are trading for Rashawn Gary. Bolsters its pass rush with the addition of the 2019 first-round pick. Wow. J-Rod, what is happening? Yes, Miles, young, black, and rich. Let's see. And Tua got cut also, huh? Yo, the Dolphins, they're going to be the worst team in the league next year. Yo, I know. How much is that cap hit? Yeah, he had almost $100 million, 2 more years left. Oniboko, you are McGuire. Another live I didn't get a notification for. Is that right? Wow. You haven't been getting them either? I don't know what to tell you. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the thing is, I don't know how that gets set up. I'm sure would you follow, and do you have to hit the notification button, which I'm sure you guys do. Dolphins almost got a $100 million hit. Yeah, exactly. So that's why they probably had to trade Fitzpatrick. Yo, they took that hit. I thought he would play this year. And I understand they got a new coach. What's the guy's name? Half from Green Bay. They're going to be the worst team in the sport next year. I mean, they have no quarterback. Jalen Waddle's probably going to get traded, you would think. If not in these next couple of days, probably right before the draft. I think everybody's going to be on the table. Devon A-Chain. Yeah, defense. They don't really have anybody on defense anymore. They still have Jerome Baker? I don't even know. I haven't even followed it. I know they traded Jalen Phillips, of course. He's a free agent, by the way. All right, how much do they have to eat here? Yeah, I know they're like a NFL record $99.2 million in dead money. See, that's the thing. And I would love to, I gotta do some homework on this. I would love to not only see if I could get somebody on as a guest who's a capologist, because, listen, I can see why they got to take a record hit because they released them. But even if, let's say if there were buyers for Tua and they traded him, they would still have to take a cap hit. But how I look at it is that why would I have to take a cap hit considering that if they trade somebody with a contract of that magnitude, why is it that the Dolphins are on the hook for whatever dead cap money? Because remember, I remember the Steelers were, when they traded Antonio Brown to the Raiders, and they took a significant cap hit. I forgot. Maybe it was like 20, maybe it was more than that. Maybe it was like 30 some odd million. And I'm like, why? And remember, that was what, 2018, I think it was? Yeah, I didn't understand that. So, yeah, I got to get somebody on here. Yes, living the dream. I love it. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on there with the notifications, guys. That might mean they're going after Malik Willis. It's possible, but it can't pay him a big time contract, though, right? Uh-oh. Need I say, find something better to do than be on 9 a.m. talking about football? Oh, come on. Need I say more? Come on. Seriously? Oh, Vic. What is happening, my man? Always with the good questions. Should Ohtani pitch and hit or stick to hitting? Nah, he's going to do both. I mean, he's getting paid. Granted, a lot of it's deferred, but yeah, nah, he should do both. Guaranteed money. Yeah, the guaranteed money is one thing. Hold on, Dan Sock, what is happening? Guaranteed, yeah, but the thing is, a lot of that money guaranteed, that's usually like in the first couple of years of the contract, no? So let's say if, I'm just throwing numbers out. Let's say Tua signs somewhere and he gets 3 years, I'm just throwing numbers. 3 years, 100 million, and he gets 50 million guaranteed. Isn't a lot of that paid in the first 2 years where his salary is what? Maybe not even $1 million or a little bit over that? So therefore, they don't have to take that significant hit on the back end? Or unless they're working these deals where the guaranteed is later? I mean, I don't know. Good for you, Hole. And then Sock. Yeah, just weird. Yeah, Vic, I think, yeah, he should do both. Trying to self-litigate to lawsuits myself? No way. 2 lawsuits, really? Care to share there, Dan Sock? I'm wondering. I mean, listen, I understand if it's in litigation, you probably can't speak on it, but hopefully it's nothing bad or nothing, that's a positive. And if you're self-litigating, I would think that you're your own lawyer, which is excellent. Would you happen to be an agent too? Hey, Richard Smith, I like that. Professor? Northeast Ohio, so I'm sure Browns, Guardians, and the Cavs, those got to be your teams. Yeah, as far as the NFL, yeah, obviously I'm going to talk about that. Yeah, because on the podcast, go Bucks, Milwaukee. I know they got spanked yesterday. Ugh. This Doc Rivers, and listen, he signed, what did he sign? Like, he came in midway through last season. I think he signed him 5 years. That's nuts. Oh, just the Buckeyes. Oh, okay. Yeah, I should have known better. Because when I said Cavaliers last, you said Bucks, I just had NBA in the brain. Oh, so now look at that. Well, Rich, if you're in the room, I also got a big-time Michigan fan here, so. Yeah. Oh, no, this could get ugly. But all respectful. Again, Ohio State, Michigan, it's business, never personal. Val, what is happening? Tua signed 167 guaranteed in 2024 is owed 99. Oh, that's what it was? Yeah, I didn't know this. Well, no, didn't he sign for like over 200? But I understand, yeah, if 167. Grant! Yes, it's been a while. Welcome. Welcome back, I should say. How you doing, Grant? Hopefully you're feeling better. I remember last time you were on, you weren't feeling too well. One lawsuit is from courts, stealing my kid for nothing. Oh, geez. Wrongful termination from work? Yes, Val. How was that? And whatchamacallit played in that game, I believe. Was that the game you went to where you saw, wasn't Bronny playing in that game? Yeah, no doubt. Don't ever give a fighting. Absolutely. My baby mama. 5 years? Whew. You know what's crazy? You know what movie I saw yesterday? And it's an old movie. It actually won Best Picture in 1979. Just so I could pivot since we're talking about this real quick. Kramer versus Kramer. Excellent movie. And I remember as a boy, it was a big thing. And yeah, for some reason, wife and I decided to watch it last night. And yeah, that sucker was really good. Let's see. 5 years. That's crazy. Yeah, keep fighting, Dan Sock. Absolutely, man. Hold on a second. Wait, let me scroll up. I just want to make sure. You have a boy or girl? And how old, if I may? Sure, young if for 5 years been doing this. Oh, he could be older, too. Over 200 million, but 167 was guaranteed. Yes. Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yes, Val, look at that. Now, Val, I know you took a bunch of pictures. Any pictures with players or no? Yeah, because I think he signed, what did he sign? Was it like 4 years, 212 million? I think it was a contract similar to what? No, I think Jordan Love got a little bit more. But, so that's what it was, huh? Damn, they owed him the 99. Jeez. Dolphins are a mess. My last job is a maintenance company. They hire only temporary foreign workers to save on money. Illegal, yeah. Of course, corporations trying to get over. My kid is 17 now. Oh, wow. Nice. Keep fighting, never stop. I would move mountains. Absolutely. Yeah, man. No doubt. Prayers to you and that process. 5 years, geez. Grant, I'm in a hospital? Oh, no. Can't sleep, but we released to go home in the morning. Wow. Wait a minute. So how long have you been in the hospital, Grant? And shout out to Mirjana Popovich, by the way, which is the mom of Vladislav or Vlado. I know he hasn't been on a while, but we've been in touch. So shout out to her because I know she's been ill. I'm not sure if I took any of the players first time going there. Yeah, G League. Oh, no, absolutely. And I know Bronny played in that game. That's great. A couple of weeks, Grant? Jeez. Yes. Prayers, Grant. Yeah, and hopefully he said released in the morning. Man, that's... Now, what was the severity? Did they diagnose? I'm sure, I don't know, hopefully it wasn't anything too... I mean, listen, you've been there a couple of weeks, so I'm sure it was serious, but not to the extent where, hopefully you get back normal life, you could go about your business, exercise, that you're confined to being at home. Hopefully that's not the case. What's this whole in dance? Corporations can't have over 60% by law. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, exactly, J-Rod. Exactly. My black brothers can't even find work sometimes due to segregation. Yeah, that's another. Yeah, I mean, those are rabbit holes that, listen, I know we talk sports here. And I appreciate you bringing this up because this is personal. This has to do with you. This has nothing to do with, sometimes people come in the room and they start talking whatever. And obviously this affects you big time. So therefore, because you're open and this is a safe space, and I appreciate you sharing that, Dan Sock, as well as you, Grant, too, as far as your health goes. But yeah, just terrible. All the best, though, man. Hey, I know we've never met in person, and obviously the people in the room obviously have never met you, etc. But hey, this is why we had this little community. This is where we release, talk sports, go back and forth, but then at the same time, hey, with Grant going through what he's going through health-wise, you with the two legal situations you have, I mean, man, I can't say it was easy to start, but what I wanted and dream. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, Dan Sock. And that's why, hey, listen, you know my story. I did believe you know my story, and I'm just going to keep plugging away. Keep plugging away until I start generating some serious income, and away we go. Yes, Val, well aware, Tua gets the axe. I'm going to have to talk about that more so than... No, I got to talk Max Crosby, but yeah, I got to talk Tua also. That's going to be part of the podcast. Podcast, 11 a.m., 55 minutes live. So obviously a lot to talk about here. Grant, long story, but the reason I'm here. Oh, is that right? Wow. And in Australia too. So Scottish and Sicilian. Yeah, you were saying that you ended up in Australia, but trying to think. Yeah, you made your way to Australia more so what in the last, I don't know, decade or so? No, maybe more than that, I think it was. I think you were saying, I want to say 20 years. Val, all good. You're here now, that's all that matters. Cheers to a Monday morning. Is water, H2O. And room temp too. I'm trying to drink more room temp, especially in the morning. I like my water cold. Room temp water is ugh. But it's better for your system, wake up, etc. Vic, thoughts on Belichick coaching college football? Yeah, keep coming with the questions, Vic. I love him. My thoughts on him? Listen, he had the 1 year. He doesn't really have a lot to work with. I mean, it's North Carolina. I could see if it was a thing where he went to an SEC team. It doesn't have to be SEC, or it could have been Big Ten. Let's say he went to a program that was already had a quarterback, already had a bit of a culture, and he was the final piece. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. Now, who knows what kind of recruits he's going to get this time around? Obviously, he needs a quarterback. And yeah, here's the sad thing about Belichick when you think about it. After Brady left, won a Super Bowl in Tampa, and he did make the playoffs, got roasted in Buffalo, he just went out quiet as a mouse. And I get it that sometimes, I mean, we can talk about coaches or players for that matter, that they're not going to get the big send-off. You're not going to get the Hollywood ending where you win that Super Bowl and you get carried off into the tunnel and off into the next chapter of your life. And now Belichick, all right, now it's 1 year. Let's not go crazy, but let's say after next year, he's in year 3 and his team is what, 3-7, and it's the middle of November. Yeah, it's not good. My wife got up with our son, didn't come back to sleep. I wonder what she's doing. Uh-oh. I hope everything's all right there, J-Rod. Eric Wilson, his name. Yep, they resigned him. I know, I saw that 3 years. Did you get a winner or two on some of your sports predictions? Who did I recently predict? I'm trying to think, Grant. Well, I don't know if you want to say the Seahawks, the Super Bowl, which was a month ago yesterday, just how fast the month goes by. Yeah, the final score was what? 29-16. I said, 29-13. I said 27-16. So one of the few I got right as far as predictions go. Because, just like a weatherman, you could say, oh, tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day, sunny, so on and so forth. And then it rains. It's like, the weatherman isn't going to get fired. That's like me if I come out and say, oh, well, Patriots are going to win Super Bowl 60. And obviously they lose badly at that. 68, yes, it's going to be about the same here, J-Rod. And I got to get out there, get some exercise. I know you're probably going to be fishing for sure. Odds of Chicago Bears moving to Indiana. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty high. I mean, obviously, I don't have my fingerprints all over that. But, yeah. And not only that, they want to make it a dome stadium? What are we doing? I'll be honest with you, I hate it. Why Indiana? I don't care if it's literally an inch away from the Illinois border. I'm sorry. And yes, people can say, well, what about the Jets and Giants? They play in New Jersey and in New York. Yeah, I get that too. And I hate it. I wish there was at least one of those two teams playing in New York. In fact, I wish they could still come back to New York, but then that means taxpayer money. They have to build a stadium out of our pocket, and they're not going to do that. Although they are building a soccer stadium right next to Citi Field where the Mets play, which used to be where the Jets played, which was once Shea Stadium. Now that I've given you a little bit of a history lesson here. But yeah, it's a joke. They should be playing in Chicago. But the odds, It looks like it's more than 50%. Maybe right now it's 60. Put it this way. I would say it's about 60 to 70%, Vic. When they start breaking ground, then that's the end. Then you know it's 100%. Dome stadiums should be banned in football. It's football, not basketball. It's an outdoor sport. Yeah, I agree with you there, but you know why they're doing that, J-Rod? Like, for instance, who's getting a dome stadium just recently? Geez, I got to think. Yeah, the reason why some of these places are getting dome stadiums, they want to host Final Fours. Think about Minneapolis. I think Minneapolis didn't have a Final Four not too long ago. And I understand Indiana this year is going to be in Lucas Oil, but imagine if they build a stadium for the Bears and it's enclosed and it's closer to Chicago, they're going to want to have Final Fours there. It's a joke. I hate it. I love the gridiron games. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I love the gridiron games, but follow league and union games more. When you say league and union games, is that rugby? Because I know you're in Australia, so I think rugby before I even think soccer. And not only that, how's the soccer team in Australia, Grant? If you could share that with me, just to get an idea. Oh, they're going to be, I don't even know if they're going to be in the World Cup or not. Tigers have looked like trash in spring training. They have 4 wins. Yeah, and now all of a sudden, Tyler Scuba wants to keep pitching in the WBC. I look depressed. Yeah, I'm good. I may look depressed because I'm looking down on the comments, so if I'm like this, it's not that I'm thinking. Of course, I never have my glasses near me. The Novice's dome so they could host the Super Bowls. There you go. Exactly, the Novice. Yep. 1,000%. Yeah, I don't know. Will the Tigers do that? The Tigers should do that. If anything, I think they'd probably get more now. Who knows? They probably could even get more at the deadline, but I believe they get more now because what if he's at the All-Star break 7-7 with a 3 ERA? I don't think that'd be the case, but thoughts on the World Baseball Classic? It's been pretty good. Now, I'm going to be fascinated to see as we get deeper into this week and next week, but and we've had a ton of blowouts too. I mean, Dominican Republic with the mercy rule, Juan Soto hits a walk-off, but they win whatever it is, 10, 12-1. U.S. has killed Great Britain, and who they beat in the first game? Now, they're going to play Mexico, I think, tonight, which is going to be interesting. But they should beat Mexico. Yeah, exactly, J-Rod. That, Grant, I'll get you a rugby league comment in a second. Oh, right, Brazil. And how about Manny Ramirez's kid, Lucas, 2 home runs? Yeah, I think it's been good. And I've never really been into the WBC at all. But this year, yeah, I mean, between what we've seen so far, yeah, I think it's going to be really good. Now, rugby league and rugby union, also soccer teams are great as well. Well, I know Australian rugby, that's big time down there. And rugby union is rugby league and rugby union. Okay. What about the national team as far as Grant, the national team for Australia when it comes to the World Cup? Psychiatrist, I will go there Wednesday. Good for you, Val. That's good. He looked good. Does he play in college or the minor league? Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know what team is he on. That's the one thing. Very good. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I got to keep in mind for that. Vic, I think he should do both. And he's going to want to do both because, I mean, he's been pitching his whole career other than the 2 Tommy Johns. But no, I think he should do both. So Australia's going to be very good. Interesting. We shall see. Obviously, we got to wait till June for that. So, yeah, the Dolphins are going to be terrible. Which team is the best fit for Tua? Ugh. See, and that's gonna be interesting, man. You got quarterbacks on the market now between Kyler Murray, but I don't want any of those guys. As a Steeler fan, no offense. I thought I heard he was committed to Vanderbilt, but I could be wrong. Oh, is that right? Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, hold on a second. He could, yeah, I don't know. Let's look that up. Lucas Ramirez. Oh, he's on MLB.com. I don't know why. 6'3", 205. He was drafted by the Angels, 17th round, 2024. Yeah, he's got to be in the minor leagues then. Yeah, I don't know if he's in Vandy, but that's interesting though, Jay. Good one. Hey, Jay, I want your opinion on the Bengals. Yeah, the Bengals, listen, we know the three-headed monster on offense. Chase Brown, he's good. He's good. I mean, he's decent. He's not. He's a service-like running back, and not to say that they need a stud running back. When Joe Mixon was there, obviously he was very good. I believe Mixon just got released by the Texans also. Now, I don't know if they want to revisit that because Mixon has this foot injury. Who knows if that means he's on the downside now. But yeah, defensively, you guys are hurting there. No Trey Hendrickson. You don't have a pass rush. Your secondary, scary. Yeah, Burrow has to stay healthy. Listen, they're going to play in a lot of shootouts. They'll win a lot of games, but yeah, they got to have some sort of defensive semblance. They got to have something. And yeah, I think they could be good. They gotta stop people. And I'm not trying to say they got to beat the 85 Bears or they got to bring in a bunch of defensive players, but they need defense. And I would take some help on that O-line just to keep Burrow upright because he's had a lot of injuries over the last few years. Last year, obviously, the turf toe, and the year before that. Oh, no, 2 years before that was the wrist. So, yeah. Thoughts on Tom Brady as a football announcer? He's grown on me. He really has. Yeah, because Brady at first, he doesn't really, even now, today, he doesn't really come through the TV. Listen, not that you have to have that booming voice or that John Madden. It helps. But, yeah, no, he's as smart as anybody when it comes to football. Oh, yeah, Romo, I can't stand. Romo is just, he tries to predict every play. He's like, oh, every play is a big play. Oh, it's a big third down, Jim. Stop. And it's in the second quarter. I can't stand him. As a color commentator, nothing personal. I think he's awful. Tay Santana, what up? How about that Tampa-Buffalo game yesterday? The novice. My man. If you don't know what the novice is referring to, and I understand hockey, no one cares about hockey. Monteric Brown, Jaguars. I understand nobody cares about hockey, but that game had so many layers and so many levels, and it's funny because I'm looking at my stats here, and it shows 8-7, not 6-7. Great, right? Thanks, J-Rod. Tay, we're doing good. We're talking sports. I'm about to talk about this Tampa-Buffalo game. Now, Tampa's been in first place, and the Sabres overtook them for first place in the Atlantic. But not only were Buffalo was up 4-1 in the game. Then they trailed 6-4 and 7-5, and they came back and won the game on a late power play. But here was the thing that I love most about it. and I saw a couple of them. I didn't see all of them. When was the last time an NHL game had not one, not two, not three, not four, 5 fights in it? And they were all, 3 of them were in the first period and 2 in the second period. I can't remember. Willem Schmidt, you know what? I did, but I didn't, and I'll tell you why. When I get up, I am grateful for waking up, getting up out of bed, opening my eyes, walk, talk, taste, touch, hear, see, smell, showing gratitude. So I guess maybe that is a prayer, but I do that every morning. Tay, I'll get your comment in a second, or your question. Charles Oliveira fight. Yeah, that game was wild. I couldn't believe it. And Buffalo, listen, first place. They're going to finally make the playoffs in 100 years. And for you to bring that up, Donavis, excellent job by you. Yeah, that was a wild game. And by far, and I understand there's no such thing when you think about, what was the, baseball, you get every once in a while, you get the game of the year in baseball, NFL, NBA, like what was the NBA game so far this year? See, that's the thing. When you have such a marathon of a sport, what was the NBA game this year? Knicks? Maybe one of those Oklahoma City, San Antonio games? I don't know. But that was the NHL game of the year by far. For first place, in Buffalo, leads, comebacks, fights. I mean, that is old-time hockey. Good enough, Willem Schmidt. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. All right, Tay, Charles, didn't he fight Saturday night? Did he fight? No, he fought Max Holloway, right? I did not watch that, so I should. Hold on. Yeah, I know he fought Max Holloway, but I didn't. Let's see. Oh, Holloway won by decision? Oh, no, Oliveira won by decision. Okay. Yeah, Holloway's a beast. That I know. Yeah, Max Holloway. Yeah, I didn't see it. I didn't even talk about it last week, and I probably should have talked about it today on the podcast, but podcast 11 a.m., by the way, right here on YouTube. You got to go to the link in the channel. Yeah, no, I didn't watch it. That's a bad job by me. And I knew it was happening. I knew they were going to fight, but I did not see it. Navira. Hang on, what happened here? Welcome back, Navira. I appreciate it. I thought going to Santa Cruz Warriors was fun yesterday, even if you didn't win. Well, no, it looks like you had a good time. That's the bottom line, right, Val? Anyone watching Ronda Rousey? Yeah, when is that fight? Maybe I'll watch that. I should watch that. Gina Carano. When is that? May 16th. Oh, the Intuit Dome. Oh. What is this here? Yeah, I'll probably watch that. Why not? Golden State, Utah. Ronda. Is that your sport, Tay? You haven't been on like, no, Val, it's all good. Please. I appreciate you hopping on board whenever you do. Oh, Tay, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, talking sports is what I do. Been doing this on the channel now, going back to 2022, but consistently for over 2 years. I do this full time. And I do 3 live streams a week, 2 podcasts a week. All of them are live. Podcast in 35 minutes right here on the channel. But I don't get to the comments until after I talk about all my topics, get them out of the way, and then I'll go back in the room, chat, etc. Main sport is football. And Tay, where are you from, if I may ask? And who's your favorite team? Hang on. Memphis. Oh, wow. And Titans. All right. Yeah, Memphis is playing Brooklyn tonight. The Grizzlies. I don't know how you feel about the Grizzlies. And Tennessee Titans. Yeah, they're moving into a new stadium. Is it next year? I think next year. Well, this coming year. Let's look that up. Titans new stadium. Oh, next year, 2027. So look at that. You're going to get 2 new stadiums in the next 2 years. Buffalo, which I've seen the pictures on YouTube or the video. Yeah, it looks like a big aluminum tank. I listen, not that it has to look pleasing to the eye on the outside, but that's why I call it MetLife Stadium. It looks like a big giant air conditioner. And this one kind of looks like an air conditioning unit like on top of a building. The Highmark Stadium, the new Bill Stadium. And the Titan Stadium, it looks like a big giant square. Yeah, 2027, 60,000 seats. It's going to call Nissan Stadium. Coliseum-style stadium with a translucent roof. Yeah, you see a lot of that. SoFi's like that. So they're going to have a roof, but it's going to be see-through. Why a roof? $2 billion, yes. Oh, is that right? New uniforms? I didn't know that. And a logo. Wow. Tay, I appreciate that. I didn't know that. Now I'm curious. Well, I know you said it's going to drop on the 12th, but maybe they have a leak? Titans new uniforms? The Columbia Blue. Yeah, it's set to unveil a major rebrand on March 12th featuring new logos and uniforms, heavily featured Titans Blue. See, this is why I love you guys. And look at this. Tay, this is your first time here. And I knew about the new building. I didn't know that they were doing a whole makeover, and I'm looking forward to that. The look, heavily influenced by the Houston Oilers era, removes the sword imagery, likely utilize a white helmet shell, and focuses on statewide branding. Yeah, I like the Oilers' old colors. And remember, they were called the Tennessee Oilers before they were the Titans. But wait a minute, they're still going to be called the Titans, I'm sure, right? They're not changing their name. Excellent job, Tay. I appreciate that, man. There's been logo leaks. You don't know if it's official. Yeah, maybe I'll look into that. Let's see. J-Rod, live in Michigan. Lions stuck for so very long into college ball. Yeah, J-Rod, that's his sport, college. Vic, when building a team, would you prioritize strong pitching or strong hitting first? You got to have pitching. Pitching, and you can't have enough of it. Because think about this. Yeah, you'd like to have a good lineup, but if you can't pitch, it's kind of like the Bengals. If Axel's still here, you're going to have to beat teams 8-7 every game. Pitching for sure, Vic. Texans stand at Ingram. Yeah, I'm going to check those logo leaks now. Yeah, Buster Brown. Jacksonville. Yeah, let me look at the... yeah, I got to give a shout out again to the novice. The novice said it best. Today is NFL tampering day. Or tampering... Yeah, something like that. Heavy NFL tampering day. All right. Titans new logo. Oh, these are videos? Oh, hold on. Sources reveal new Titans uniforms will feature a helmet combination never worn before in franchise history. Well, the 12th is what? Thursday. They'll be out then. Here's the rebrand. Leaks towards... Yeah, I'm not in love with the current uniforms. I don't like the numbers on there. So they're doing the right thing. And I'm actually surprised they're doing it now. You figured they would do it when they move into the new building, but... Yeah, legal tampering day. Yes. Thank you, Donavis. And Tay, how do you feel about Cam Ward? You think he's your franchise guy, or you got to see more? Oh yeah, I see a picture of it here. The Titans' new logo has been leaked. Wow, if they're gonna take the Oiler colors, I love it. I think that looks great. So it looks like the T inside, if this is what you saute, the T inside is that Oiler blue. I guess they call that the Columbia blue. And then the uniform has that Oiler blue with the red because they use that navy blue. They use a light blue. I guess that Columbia blue they have. They also do that dark navy. Fishing Angel. Good afternoon. Devin, hello from Tucson. Happy Monday Fun Day. Yes, we're alive and breathing, so you know what? You're all right. You love Columbia white? We're talking about Columbia blue. Yeah, when you go to sports, main thing is to be happy. Yes, it is. Tay, it's going to take time for me to get used to the logo since it's been the same since I was born. Tay, I got to ask then, how old are you? Since you've been born. So the Tennessee Oilers were 97, 98, 99. They were the Titans. So I'm going to say you were born 99 or after 99. So that means you must, I'm sure you know about it, but you didn't watch the Music City Miracle live. Cam orders a dog from the knot. Good for you, man. That's good to hear. And I hope he is. 22 years old. All right. Good for you, man. Wow. No bark. No bark. Shh. No, that's good. That's good, Tay. I like that. Yeah, you got your quarterback. I just hope that they develop him right and he doesn't have, like, in the next 5 years, 4 different offensive coordinators. As it is, he's going to have a new coach. So, yeah. Yeah, I got nothing against the Titans. I hated them when they were in the AFC Central. Now, this is going way back. But, and Steve McNair is one of my, he's not one of my all-time favorites, but that guy, there weren't many players in the history of the NFL as a quarterback who was tougher than Steve McNair. And that I'll debate with anybody. Not saying he was better. Not saying he was in the, as far as the last 40 years. He's not Joe Montana. He's not Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. No, he's not doing. But as far as toughness, please, there isn't a quarterback that's as tough as he was, in my eyes. That guy ran. That guy took hits. That guy was a bull. I mean, I don't. Oh, Cam Newton. Oh, Dante Culpepper. No, Steve McNair was. Forget it. Would you be a better high school baseball or football coach? I'd say baseball because I love baseball. Baseball is our first love. Yeah, I have a daughter your age. Look at that. Vic, I thought about coaching basketball. I played, but my high school sports not worth it. Yeah. And what else you have? Robert Salas. Yeah, Daboll. And no, you have very good pieces in place there. All those guys, well, of course, Salas now your head coach, but Daboll obviously was coach of the Giants. Gus Bradley was coach of Jacksonville once upon a time. And yeah, those guys I think are better coordinators than they are coaches. And Saleh, all right, he gets another shot. Hopefully he does better this time around. But yeah, no, you guys got it. And it'll be interesting who you're going to draft. Were you guys picking 3, I think, this year? Had another fight at one of the female conference tournaments the other day. What do you mean had a fight? What are you talking about, J-Rod? Uh-oh, females hold their ground. That's why we're tough. But what happened? Come on. The whole stadium player fans fight. Oh, that? 4th overall pick. All right, now I got to look this up. Hold on. Oh, what is this I see? I could care less about this. No, I have to bring this up. I have to because come on. Now I understand it's publicity, whatever. This is like just clickbait, rage bait nonsense. Logan Paul. And Le'Veon Bell. Now, I know Le'Veon Bell tried to get into boxing, but I'll just leave it there. If you guys want to pick up from that, we can. But what was I looking at? Oh, Titans. Oh, no. 2026. Will they draft? Probably defense, no? All right. Let's see. No, I don't want this. Get this out of here. What time is it? All right. Got to make sure, just keep in mind the time. Jeremiah Love. Some of these mock drafts have him. That's high for a running back. But to go with him and Cam Ward, that'd be a pretty good duo. That's for damn sure. Yes, they are, Val. 100%. Oh, the video? Okay. Tay, do you want Jeremiah Love? I found out last week I had bad circulation in my hands. That's why I was getting cold all the time. Oh, is that right? What could you do to circulation? What's the best way to get circulation in the hands? I'm wondering. Hoping the Titans make a move for Trey Henry. Now, that would be big. That would be really big. And you know, I'd like to see it. Hopefully they do get him. And that's the thing, man. That division, although it's still, the jury's still out. But listen, Houston, I mean, they're always, whether they win a division or not. Whoop, Jacksonville, the Colts. I don't know if they're going to be better, but. Thoughts on White House UFC event. Is that the one that's supposed to take place on the 4th of July? It's from him smoking? Fishing Angel. Is that more from cigarettes? Thoughts on White House UFC event. I haven't thought about it, Vic. I got to be honest. I have not thought about it. Now, I will say, if that's that White House event, if you're talking about the one on July 4th, who's going to be fighting on that? I would like to know. And I know it's too early to even talk about that, but yeah, I haven't thought about it. Love wouldn't be a bad pick at 4. I've been saying Arvell Reese. Oh, yeah. I can see that. Bailey or wide receiver, but you wouldn't be opposed to it. Okay. Because look, you got him and Cam Ward. I mean, you got to have somebody that's going to at least have. If you have a running back like Love, it could keep the passing game honest because then teams are going to put 8 in the box. And if they stop Love, then it'll be all on Cam Ward. But if Love is going to have 125, 150 yards on the ground, then that means passing is going to be wide open. You have bad circulation in your hands too, Fishing Angel? Oh, Raynaud's. Oh, yeah. I'm not familiar with it, but yeah, I've heard of it. Jay, you're not going to get on me about cigarettes. Oh, no. No, I'm just wondering if it's because of that. That's all. Because I remember, I don't know, what was it? Maybe a month or so ago, you're talking about, that's it. I'm done. I just don't want Tony Pollard around in Tennessee anymore. Keep Tajay, but let Tony P walk in free. Yeah, Pollard didn't really turn out to be, and they got him from the Cowboys, of course. So, yeah, no, I'm with you on that. No, I know you're kidding. Yes, that's what they're telling me. Listen, as you know, I've never smoked cigarettes, but I can't even imagine to begin quitting. Because, yeah, that's where the nicotine, Keep working on it, man. You know what you have to do. I know it's not easy. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just checking to see what else is happening here. Yeah, no, it looks like it's going to be interesting now, especially with all this NFL stuff to talk about on the podcast. So yeah, so the topics, of course, got to talk Jason Tatum. And now, listen, I think the Pistons are still going to win the East. 3 games and a loss, but they're 2.5 back now, the Celtics. But does this mean that the Celtics now are going to be part of this championship discussion? Remember a couple weeks ago, I was like, nah, I don't think so. But so I'm going to talk about that. I'll get your question in a second, Vic. I'm going to talk about that. The college basketball, of course. UConn's 1 seed, hopes gone. Miami of Ohio, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, the hockey, I want to talk about that game last night, which I talked about a little bit before. Yeah, the WBC stuff. Obviously, all the NFL, Max Crosby. So, yeah, it's going to be a loaded podcast. In 19 minutes, here on the channel, link is in my, maybe it's not in the bio, but it's on the channel. Definitely check it out for those who are just hopping on board. Vic, is Indiana's Mendoza, oh, without question. Yeah, please, if they don't draft him, why be in business? And I can see Stephon Diggs being a Raider too, by the way. Oh, so you like the Cavs and Grizzlies, Tay? All right. What's up with Ja? I know he's been hurt, but like, is he going to get it together? This is a guy that was arguably a top 10 player in the sport a few years ago, and now it's like he's on nobody's radar. Can't stay healthy. We hope that he's gotten his head on straight to where he's staying out of trouble, but yeah. Oh, he does want out? Yeah, I figured. Now, what does he have? 2 more years left on his deal, I think? Let's see. I could have sworn I saw that somewhere. Ja Morant. Yeah, through 27-28. So he's got 2 more years. 5-year, $197 million. Jeez. That's a shame. He's a dynamic player. Yeah, it's just terrible. And the thing is, you're not going to get anything close to equal value for him if you do trade him. I know I was talked about at the beginning of the year. I remember talking about with the Brooklyn Nets, with all their picks, would they even think about risking that just to bring him on board? Hoping they could get it together. So, yeah, with the NBA, the player empowerment, he may, even though he says that he wants to stay in Memphis, stay loyal, the whole 9, but yeah, we know that could change at the drop of a dime. Why do we need daylight savings time anyways? Why can't it just get rid of it? Yeah, I'm with you on that 1,000%, Fishing Angel. Yeah, why turn back the clocks come November? Keep them the way they are so it gets dark at 6 o'clock or like 5:30-ish, 6, not 4:35. 1,000%. H2O, Fishing Angel. Should have made a smoothie. And I won't have time. 15 minutes? No, to make it before 11. Yeah, but that's what we got. Makes no sense. Does not. I totally agree. Tay, the time going back has got me all over the place. Yeah, I love it. I love it that we get the extra hour daylight. And if you don't change the clocks throughout the home or apartment, whatever, yeah, that could screw you up because you're thinking, oh, it's 10:45. It's like, wait a minute, it's 11:45. But no, I love the longer days. Give me the longer days all day, every day. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off in a couple minutes. Get ready for the top of the hour. You know, I appreciate you all. Big time. And Tay, by the way, Wednesday live stream here on the channel, 12 o'clock. It's through a link. Here, I know you just saw it on the phone. And now that you subscribed, I'm sure you'll see it pop up. But Monday, Thursday podcast. And I do my podcast pre-games, 9:45 Monday and Thursday, and then my live stream. And I'm also doing, yes, I am. What time? Is that a night game? I'm sure it's at night. And I'm sure it's probably on Fox. Yeah, I'll definitely tune into that. Fishing Angel. Yeah, and of course, the month of March, I'm doing 31 days of live streams. Obviously, you're getting this one now. You're going to get one right after this. But tomorrow, since I don't do a podcast, but I'll have a live stream, it's going to be almost 70 degrees. You may see me outside in shorts. So, most definitely. Tay, I appreciate you. Thank you. Tell your family, tell your friends, foes, frenemies, or into sports like it. Gotta have it, can't get enough of it. Casual, diehard, anywhere in between. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you hopping on board. As everybody knows, I say it 1,000 times over. They're probably sick of me telling them, but you know what? As long as I'm doing this, I can't help but thank all you guys for your not only participation, for your time, for your energy, effort, support. You know it. As we move it along here. But yes, I hope to see you all. And again, just as a reminder, I won't respond to any of the comments until an hour after. So in the 12 o'clock hour, I'll respond. So if you're wondering, for those hopping on board for the first time, like Tay, but to my regulars, you already know. But yeah, and that's what we have. All right, Tay, I like to flex muscles, yes. Vic, all right, you're pivoted there. It's too late to unpack that because I'm going to sign off. But yeah, that one I won't touch for now. I'll just leave that there. Top Sports Podcast. Oh, thank you, Fishing Angel. That's it. That's why we have this community. Gain that traction, the little engine that could. You know, and I got another one for you, the novice, if you're still on. Another one to put on a shirt. Check the receipts. Something to keep in mind. All right, guys. I will see you in about 13 minutes, and I'll interact with you an hour after that. I appreciate you all. Much love. If I don't see you then later on, enjoy the rest of your Monday. Hopefully I'll see you on Wednesday. Always coming correct, directed, and full effect on everything that's happening in sports. Much love in the blood and the DNA, as you already know. And until 12 minutes. Peace, love, and God bless. On the flip, baby.